morning and happy Saturday to everybody. Hopefully some of y'all will join me for some yoga on this beautiful morning. We'll be doing a nice and slow vinyasa yoga flow. I always begin by bringing my breath into my nose, so there is no breathing whatsoever through the mouth. So just start to relax the muscles. Deep breaths in, filling the belly as you inhale. So inhale like you're pushing something away with the stomach. Exhale. Again. Finally, inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway up, flatten the back. Exhale, fold, and gently step both feet back. If you need to come to your knees, that's absolutely okay. So you can choose to do that or come all the way for a nice little cobra. Here you're pressing off the tops of the feet, pulling the shoulders down and pressing away from the hands until you finally lift into your first down dog. On my first down dog, I always like to walk the dog. It's a good time to take notice of any parts of your body that perhaps may need a little extra attention. And once I'm settled, my toes are pointed slightly in as I push away from the forefinger and thumb. Every inhale lifts my bottom and every exhale sinks my chest as I look in between the legs. Inhale, feeling tall. Exhale. After 5 breaths, inhale. Bring both knees down or just simply step. Come here with your flat back. Exhale, fold. And very slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale and exhale with Samasthiti. Right into our full vinyasa A. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, step or jump or even to the knees. Lower chaturanga, bring the tops of the feet to the floor. And now you're ready for your full up dog. But if it feels more comfortable to you, feel free to stay on the knees or even stay in your cobra. Feel the power and the strength in all 4 corners of the hands, pressing as hard from the earth as possible as you look up. And exhale, down dog. Check in with yourself here. Make sure the toes are staying playful. You want to be able to move them upward. So everything you're trying to drive to the floor here is all 4 corners of the feet. As you lift your bottom on an inhale, lengthen and exhale away from the forefinger and thumb like you're going to rip your mat in half and lift the toes slightly. On your fifth breath, inhale, switch the gaze, bend the knees, step or jump. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. And let's just grab both elbows here and gently wave side to side. Again, still staying free with the toes. Notice your weight gently coming forward towards the front of the feet, but not the toes. The toes are still playful and free. And again, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale and exhale, samastiti, moving right along into vinyasa B. Toes together, heels apart. If you need to, keep some distance, that's okay, as long as your feet are angled this way. Of course, I do prefer the toes together and the knees about a fist distance apart. Good. Inhale, raise the arms and look up, but very important here to pull the tummy in. And 5 deep breaths. If you concentrate on your breath, that's all you'll think of, and you'll notice yourself sinking deeper. One more deep inhale and exhale, pull the tummy in, and inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step or jump the feet back, lower, chaturanga, inhale, up dog. And exhale down. 5 breaths before we go into our first warrior. Already noticed the huge difference between your first down dog and now. Be sure your drishti, or where you're gazing, is between the legs. And inhale, raise the right. Exhale, use the tummy, pull it through. The back foot will move to 90 degrees. My hips will stay side by side. My arms will raise. Gently push the right knee towards the right. Look up, remembering that the arms are pulling high. The biceps should be by the ears, and every exhale sinks you a little bit deeper. Outer edge of that back foot curls to the floor. Take a big inhale and exhale down. Try very hard here to bring it back without any sliding. That's how we know we're using our abs. It takes a little bit of practice, so be patient with yourself. Lower chaturanga. Exhale, down dog. Five breaths before we go to the other side. Here's a good time to check in with your breathing. When you inhale, does your belly fill up? And like an accordion, when you exhale, pull the belly button into the spine as hard as you can, breathing out every single piece of air. For those of you that know me, my favorite saying is, breathe in the good shit and exhale the bullshit. Let's do that this morning. And exhale, other side, back foot 90 degrees. Don't forget the outer edge is curling towards the floor. Twist the hips, open the left knee, arms up, pull the tummy in. 5 deep breaths. Check in with this, make sure it's out. Look up. Windmill the arms, step the foot back, lower, chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale down. And if here you feel like you need a break, you can always come to child's pose. Beautiful. So now that we're done with our vinyasa A and our vinyasa B, which traditionally I believe is done 4 times each, we're kind of skipping ahead today. So we'll move along to a couple little twists. So first, let's raise our arms up. Exhale, let's bring the left arm in front of us and just walk, walk, walk. This one now will come behind you. And if it doesn't go as far as me, that's absolutely okay. But I do want the ear on the floor. So if your ear is stuck like this, then don't go as far, okay? Good, now I really want you to think though about your right shoulder pulling away from your right ear. And as you do this, on your exhales, walk over to the right one. 5 deep breaths, always going deeper on the exhale. Slowly walk it back, bring the other hand, do 5 cat-cows, and then we'll do the other side. Inhale on a cat-cow, you're still using your nose breath. Arch, exhale, push the hips in, tuck the chin to the chest, and press away from the hands as far as you can. And inhale. Finally pressing to down dog again. Slowly we can come down to our knees. Be sure that the tops of the feet are on the floor. And finally, inhale, raise the right arm up. Exhale, bring it down. And remember here, we're going like this. Oh, did you see? Seriously, my dog just got fresh with me. Go. Make sure that the right ear now is relaxed towards the floor, but the left shoulder is actively pulling itself down. Take your 5 deep breaths. Try to get your chest in between. And as you exhale, start to walk the right arm up and over to the left. Now, if the chest starts to rise, back off. Continue to pull that left shoulder down, down, down. And very slowly come back to neutral for a soft vinyasa, which just means to still place. Don't you dare lick my butt. Drop your right hip, looking over the left shoulder. So I'm not losing power here. I'm still pressing hard away. I'm just going to one side and back. And then to the other. Back to the center. Back to down dog. Inhale, switch the gaze to the hands, bend the knees, and you've got two choices here. Just simply step forward and have a seat, or you can jump and bring the knees through, bringing us to my favorite seated pose, which looks like a whole lot of nothing happening, but there's actually quite a bit going on here. So what we do is begin with our hands spread 5 fingers apart, right on by our hips. We're going to be sure that our toes are pointed back towards us, or AKA flexed. Think of the back of the knees pushing to the floor so hard that your heels want to lift. Now they may not lift today, and that's okay, but they want to, okay? So we begin here, we pull the shoulders down, we pretend as though a wall is behind us. So if you notice, when I inhale, I fill up, and when I exhale, I pretend like I'm pushing the back of my neck towards the wall, as well as my stomach. So 5 deep breaths here. It's more difficult than it looks, but now if you notice, even my 2 first breaths were chest breaths. It's very hard to belly breathe here, but I will say that this is the optimal position you can be in whatsoever to get oxygen to the brain. So very, very important pose, Dandasana. And on my exhale, I like to fold forward. Good. And most of the time from here, and there's very many series that come from here, I just like to reset my spine by lifting my bottom gently, pointing the toes towards the floor. 5. Now we'll take this right leg and we'll cross it on over. Good. We're going to take the right arm. First, of course, lift it high. Bring it behind you. Then bring the other one up, making sure the back of this knee is still pressing down. Then we will chop over. Now, if that's a little too much, just use your hand, no biggie. Here. Twist. Inhale, think of yourself growing tall again, and exhale, twist. If you want to do the full version, here. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Bring both feet over. Toes are pointing pretty much up towards the armpits almost. Inhale, exhale, fold, but be sure that you're pulling the shoulders apart, and as you exhale, that the belly button's going in. Now, even if this only brings you to here, if you have any sort of back problems and it makes you feel better, you can put your hands behind you and just simply look up and just put some pressure forward here on the hips. And once finished, here. Now you've got yourself in a perfect chaturanga position, or you can be like me today, nice and lazy, and just do another child's pose so that my dog can lick my armpit. Rest down. Again, either step or jump forward, bring it through. Other side, left arm kickstand, right arm up, cross over or grab. If you're lucky, you'll get a pop here. Just make sure that right toe is pointing towards yourself. And inhale and exhale. And if you'd like to go for the full, it just looks like this. Inhale, exhale. Very slowly come on out. Raise both hands. Jump back. You can do your child's pose again. Now up to you, of course, you can always add a vinyasa. Today, I'm not feeling, let's say, like going at 100%. So that's why I felt like doing this today, was just to give a little nice variation to, you know, anybody that's beginning, or even if it's your rest day or your recovery day. This is just a great little series to add. So I almost forgot the other side here. We're gonna cross over. So if you did the right, which you should have, now we do the left. Inhale again, shoulders out. And remember what I said, if you have back problems, hands behind the back. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Always inhale again, lift the chest. There we go. Cross the legs and lie all the way down. Oh. Okay. Now he thinks I'm playing with him. Right leg goes over the left for eagle pose. Now if yours looks like this, that's fine. If you can go all the way, that's fabulous as well. It's your practice, so it's up to you. Right hand goes over as well. Now, even if you want to do this, that's fine. Just remember, what we're doing is inhaling, pulling the elbows away, continuing to tuck the chin to the floor, and trying to lift those elbows up a teeny bit while we also squeeze the legs. Remember that belly breath. Perfect. Both knees come into the chest, rocking side to side for a second here. And then crossing the other over, left over, or here. Lift the elbows, pull the elbows away, continue to tuck the chin down. You may feel a hollowness in the chest here when you breathe like this, but it is normal. So if it's uncomfortable, just back off a little bit, no big deal. Chest and then down. Toes are about hands distance apart, big toes, but we are going to walk the hands down and lift the bottom up for a nice bridge. Remembering here that we are pushing, baby, on all four corners of the feet. And a nice little trick here as well, so my dog can't get my hand, is to bring the hands together. As long as you are pushing the back of the neck to the floor, do not look side to side. One more breath. And then stop, baby. Both knees to chest. Very slowly If you need to, push off the side, come all the way back up, and we will end with a butterfly. So grab both feet, baby, better stop. Pull the toes apart. Inhale, pull the chest this way. Exhale, fold forward if you like me, and super tight in your hips. You will feel this a lot. It feels great though. Just be sure, once again, that you're relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And then fold. Maybe I'll play with you in a second. 5 deep breaths, no matter where you are. Anything on the outside just brings me deeper into what I'm doing, which is concentrating on my breath. Beautiful. One more reset here. Are you calm now? Are you? 5. Reach forward. Beautiful. Now, if you'd like to continue to watch, I'm just going to do a nice little neck stretch. You bring one hand behind you, so the other one, right hand, will reach up. But this one, be sure you only do if you are nice and warm, ending a workout, and that you're medically cleared by a doctor. So be sure you can come here before you do anything. So this bicep needs to be able to come to the ear, okay? Take a big breath in, pulling the shoulder down. Take your fingers, place them behind the skull. So that little spot right here. Pull up, look up, let the head rest. Continue to pull the left shoulder down. And then if you feel okay, you can kind of relax the right ear down, allowing the right hand to tug under the skull there, and just take a few breaths. Very gentle with yourself. Make sure that right elbow stays open as wide as it can, and that the head is leaning back slightly to the right as you pull the left shoulder down. Come up very gently with yourself. Raise both hands up. Exhale, samastiti. Bring it to the other side. Inhale, exactly the same. Peace fingers under the head. Inhale, give it a gentle lift. Exhale, look up and pull just slightly with the fingers, the gaze up towards the sky. Every inhale creates length in the side body and neck, keeping the right hip down. And every exhale, make sure that that left elbow stays open. Look up. And relax. Open the heart to the sky. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, samastiti. One more big, beautiful exiting breath. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Now, sighing is the body's way of naturally relaxing. So here would be a great time to add a savasana or corpse pose, meditating on everything good and giving yourself some time to seal in your practice. And that's what I'm going to be doing now. So namaste. The light in me honors and respects the light that shines in you.